Hello wonderful people, how are you doing today? Welcome to today's tutorial. I trust you are doing so good. And how is the weather treating you, by the way? I'm still your friend, the needle woman. If you are joining us for the first time, you are highly welcome. Please do well to subscribe, we need that, and also tap on the notification bell so that when I upload you get notified. And to you, my darling existing subscribers, you guys rock. Thank you for hanging on there for me even when I am no longer consistent. I really appreciate you for watching my videos, really. Okay, so for today's tutorial, we're going to be making a circle dress combined with Ankara fabric. This is going to be the body of the dress, and this is the up. Okay, I have to explain with myself. Sorry, we came to today. So for today, we are dividing the measurements into three. First, from shoulder to the chest line. Okay, then from the chest line like this to a little bit below the hip. Okay, a little bit below the hip. Then from the below the hip, you get to your desired length. I hope it's clear enough. All right, so quickly we'll get started. Sorry, today is very cloudy and I've done my best to make sure the video is as bright as it can be. So I changed also the position of my camera because of the weather and my children. I hope this is good and understandable. So we are starting measurement from this line. If you can see it from this line. Okay, so for this front, I'm cutting from the shoulder. Okay, that is, I will cut the shoulder, a little bit below the hip. Okay, I hope you understand it. And then I will stop there because the other one is an attachment. All right. Okay, so from my shoulder to my chest line is 9 inches. I'm going to be marking 10 inches. So I'll just mark 10 inches straight. Okay, and then to a little bit below my knee is below my hip, sorry, is 23 inches. That is from the chest line to my below my hip, 23 inches, not from the shoulder, please. Okay, because I would have loved to cut it separately, but for benefit of those who are not yet who have not yet mastered this process, that's why I'm cutting all together, so that later I will remove this chest line part. Okay, so from here 23 inches, I'll just add 1 inch. So I'll also measure 23 inches down, 23 inches down, 23 inches down. I'm explaining it because I'll be pausing the video. I don't like it being so long. So next will be to place my bust, my shoulder and bust measurement. Shut up! My shoulder is 17 inches. So I'll mark 17 inches. Okay. I had to turn the fabric because I discovered the marking was not showing when it was facing the other side. Okay. You see the way I put my shoulder measurement? I make sure it is straight. You do it that way so that you get the best result. I'm going to be putting 1 inch for shoulder slope, 3 inches here, also standard for shoulder sleeve. You know that by now. Okay. My armhole is, I'll use 8.5 inches. Okay. Then my bust is 47. I added just 1 inch for ease. My bust actually is 46 inches, but I added 1 inch to it, 47, so that it's not too fitted. Divided into 4 is 11.75 here. And then I'll add 2.5 inches for allowance. Okay. Now for this lower part, this down part, I don't want it to be this wide. Okay, so I'll reduce some part of it. I don't want it to be too wide. So I'm going to be reducing from this allowance. Okay. I'll reduce some. Okay. So I'll now cut. I'll cut the armhole and then down this way. Next I'll put will be the neck width and neck volume. Neck width, I'll use 4.5. Then neck depth, I'll use 4.5 as well. So 4.5 this way, 4.5 the other way. Okay. Now I'm going to remove this one, this shoulder to chest. Okay, remember this is going to be Ankara. Okay, so like I said, I could have just cut from here, from the chest to this point, but for the benefit of those who are not yet good, that's why I did it this way. Okay. So we now have 2 of it. I'll use this to cut the back. Okay. I'll also use this one to cut the Ankara. The front is going to be exactly this way, but the back I'll put zipper allowance. Okay. So here we have both the front and the back. This is the lower part. Remember we removed the shoulder to chest line. That's why we have it this way. Okay. This is the from the chest. Okay. This is the lower part. This is the front and the back. As you can see, there are 2. I also have the shoulder to chest here. Okay. In cutting this, I added 1/2 inch for joining at this upper part alone. I added 1/2 inch. I also added zipper allowance because I'll be adding zip just at this upper part. Okay, I'll be adding zip, but for this lower part, you see there's no zipper allowance. The front and the back, they are the same thing. Okay, so next we'll do will be I'll cut lining for this, only this. I won't be putting lining here, so I'll be cutting lining for just this upper part. So also for the sleeve, sorry, it's a triangular sleeve. So we just fold into a bias form this way. Okay, let me do it this way. If you have your basic sleeve pattern, you can use the slash and spread method. Okay. So I'll be starting my measurement from here. I don't know if you can see it. We're starting my measurement from here. From here. My sleeve length is... Sorry, please, this is not a straight line. So I'll be using this second one, ignore the first. My sleeve length is 17 inches. Okay, allowance inclusive. So I'll just measure 17 inches all the way round. Okay, since I'm using a free hand, I'll just... If you search my videos, you will see tutorial on how to cut the basic sleeve. Okay, so this is it. I will cut the second one. This is optional, you can put lining if you so wish. Okay, so what is left for us is just the lower part of the dress. We'll get to that very soon. So this is how we're going to be lining it. I'm going to attach first this one. Let me see. I'll be attaching this one, just the front, please, because of the zip at the back. It may not work for the back. I'll be attaching this one first to this place. I'll attach this one like this first. I'll sew, then I'll put my lining this way underneath and sew. Okay, I hope you get it. I'll sew it underneath, then sew the neck, and then turn it from somewhere, maybe from the armhole. I'll turn it. So I'll go to the machine and do just that. But for the back, because there is zipper allowance at the upper part, it might not be possible. We will have to line it separately the way it is, our normal lining. I'll sew from the neck like so, come down here, do the same at the other side. Okay, put my zip, all right, before I now join it to this one. All right, so I've done it. I forgot to tell us that we are supposed to put a slit at the front. Okay, I'm coming, Papi. So you see, I'll just have to take my time to pull it out. I wanted to show it so that everybody will know it's still the same process I used to line it. I'll just gently pull them out. Okay. I hope you see this. Okay. So if you do it this way, you see that this place is neat. But for the back, because of the zip, it's not going to be possible. Alright, so this is the back. You see the way it's looking. For the front, because of the way we lined it, it's neater than the back. The next thing I'll do will be to join them at the shoulder, close them up with just my bust measurement. You remember, that's the only measurement we put. So I'll join at the shoulder, close it down with my bust measurement, then I'll go down. So I've done the joining, and we have this. Next I will do will be to cut the lower part, which I have done depending on your body measurement. Mine is 11 inches. I added 2 more inches because of the upper part of that gathers. That was why I added extra 2 inches. So I'll go to the machine. Actually, I did not measure to see how wide it is, but I'm sure this will do. I'll go to the machine first and join them together. When I do that, I'll fold both ends. Okay, I'll fold this side by 1/2 inch, fold this side also by 1/2 inch. Okay, when I finish, now I'll come to the table like so, measure 2 inches. Let me just show you what I mean. Okay, since I'm taking 1/2 inch here, I'll just measure like 2.5 inches like this. Measure it all through, or 2 inches. I think 2 inches is fine. I'll take 1/2 inch, it will remain 1.5. 2 inches, please. I'll measure 2 inches all the way round this fabric. Okay, then I'll use my ruler to connect the measurements. Okay, that will be the place I will sew to gather, and that will be where I will attach to the lower part of the dress. Excuse me. I hope you get that. So I'll go to the machine first, join them together so that they become one fabric, because there are two. And then I'll fold here by 1/2 inch, fold here by 1/2 inch, and then do what I just told you using 1.5 now. Since I decided to use 1.5, after folding it will be 1.5. But if you are doing before you fold, it will be 2 inches. Okay. So when I finish it, let me just. Alright. So now I've folded both this end and this end. Okay. Now I marked out clearly my 2 inches out of which I folded this. So I have now 1.5 inches left. What I'll do, I also used a running stitch on it. So what I'll do will be to just gather it carefully like so. I'll just take my time to gather it neatly. Okay, when I'm done, I will then fix it here. So this is how I'm going to be fixing it. It's going to stand, it's going to stand this way. I hope you see it. So I'm going to just sew on top of here. I'll sew it all round. And also for the sleeve, I used an elastic to fold the round sleeve. I hope you see it. So I'll just go ahead to attach it and we are done. Also, I forgot to add that in case you don't want to, like, you know, when we were cutting, we removed from chest line this way. But if you don't want to remove yours, you can cut all of them together how we did it initially. Okay, and then just use this one to cover it. You understand? Like when you place like this, you sew and then you cover it, you bring it to the neckline before you now do your lining. You mustn't cut it the way I did mine. Okay. Alright, so I've done the joining and we've come to the end of the tutorial. This is the back and this is the front. I'm going to try it out on the dummy. Thank you very much for watching till the end. Thank you for your time on my channel, and if you are new, you are highly welcome. Feel free to subscribe and also tap on the notification icon to get you notified whenever I upload. So till we get to meet in my next tutorial, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Take very good care of yourself and keep being nice. One love.